morning, friends. We're going to have an astronomy class today. Today is just about an hour and 9 minutes ago, we experienced winter solstice, which is when the trip around our Earth's trip around the sun reaches its maximum extent of tip away from the sun. We go like this around. That's why globes are always tipped at 23.5 degrees, because that's the angle that corresponds to our attitude toward the sun. And right now we are maximum tip away from the sun at 10:03 this morning. I think it was 10:03. So maybe, yeah, 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. And it doesn't matter. You didn't notice, did you? Well, so that's interesting. And we here in Maine are just before noon, which means exactly face toward the sun, or should be solar noon. Anyway, so today's winter solstice, and interesting little tidbit, I've probably mentioned this before, but here in the northern hemisphere, the fall between fall equinox, which was September 2021, till spring equinox is March 2021, is a full week shorter than from spring equinox to fall equinox. So spring and summer are a week longer than fall and winter, which is good for us northern hemisphere people, which most of us live in the northern hemisphere, I think. Anyway, another little tidbit coming up in about 2 weeks, January 3rd at about 12:15, which is about 11:15 right now this morning, 12:15-ish on January 3rd is when the Earth is the closest to the sun in its orbit around our star. So you won't notice that either. But it's kind of neat that the difference is maybe 4 million miles between the closest perihelion. It's called perihelion, and aphelion when we're on the other side, which is around July 4th or somewhere in that neighborhood. It's nice that we're closest to the sun in the wintertime. I don't think it makes much difference, but whatever difference, it's good to be close in the wintertime. That's not so good for the folks down in Australia. I don't know what their winter is like, but they're in the middle of summer right now. So, good for them. What else is going on there on the planet? So, this is the shortest day of the year, daylight-wise. We're down to about 9 hours and 3 minutes, I think, of daylight between sunrise and sunset. And that was like that yesterday, today, tomorrow. And then it starts gradually getting longer. Not at the end of the day, though. It gets longer at the beginning of the day for a while before it starts getting longer at the end of the day again. Interesting how these things work. Interesting how God designed the universe, and specifically our solar system and our Earth's relationship to our star, the sun, and our little moon that orbits around. Yeah, I hear we've got a plan going to put men back on the moon in 3 years, 2028, and have a nuclear power plant up there by 2030. Well, maybe. We'll see. Time will tell. I'm not going to bank on it one way or the other. It's going to be according to God's plan. Along with all the other stuff that's going on right now. Maybe you've noticed I don't take too much of a political stand on anything. There are some people I like to listen to, and some people I'm beginning not to like to listen to, but I'm not going to name names because it doesn't really matter. It's all going according to God's plan, and that brings me peace, because it's going to come out the way God wants it. And scripturally, hey, I'm where I need to be to win. I hope you are as well. If you're not, then maybe we need to talk one-on-one, or I can send you a book. They can't see them now. Over by that lamp up there, I got a stack of books. That would help. And I would send you one free. Seemed like I was going to say something else, but it'll have to wait for another day. Have a great day, folks.